cap or no cap, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled basketball player of all time.
Cap.
Talk about it.
Michael Jordan played this game, bro.
I said point guard.
Now, no.
I thought no.
I
You
heard
said
player. I think I heard
of all
player.
time.
I meant point guard. I meant point guard.
That is a big ass difference. That's a big ass
Yeah, you need to
difference.
make this real.
That is a big ass difference.
That
is a huge difference.
That's a big difference. Kyrie Irving is the most skilled, cap or no cap, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled point guard of all time.
All right, say it one more time. Say the whole thing again. So we all know. Go ahead. That is a huge difference.
Cap or no cap, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled point guard of all time.
I'm gonna have to say Cap though.
Oh my God, you taking a long time. Woo.
No, I appreciated that though.
Yeah.
I mean that means it,
It wasn't
That's
an
how you
easy
feel.
cap though. It wasn't
Right,
one
yeah.
where I just yell that out. It wasn't an easy one, but
the first one
because
was.
he's definitely one of the one. But listen, this dude Steph Curry, bro. This dude Steph Curry his skill set is unbelievable. And even though they do it differently, he don't got no weaknesses on offense, bro. I mean, he can finish left hand, right hand. He got flotation device. He got mid range. He got isolation. He got one-on-one off the dribble threes. He's the best ever at moving without the ball and getting threes at the point guard position, moving without the ball. I mean, he could draw fouls. I mean, so it's hard. I mean, Kyrie would be maybe the next name I would say, but this dude, Steph Curry, man, the Chef Curry, man, is Chef Curry unbelievable.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I can't watch Steph Curry play and then say it's somebody else, unless someone wants to go with the narrative of, Steph isn't a true point guard.
That's baloney. That's crazy.
But if that's the case, you could probably say the same thing about Kyrie. So it works hand in hand. But
right.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Steph.
I'll take Kyrie, but you saying Steph is can't really argue that.
Right.
Just like
You're not gonna
arguing Kyrie.
Steph.
Argue Kyrie, but crazy because Norris Cole said most skilled player of all time. He think it's Michael Jordan. I beg a different.
Hey man, listen, we can have this conversation.
But even that
we can all day long.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, but I think his protege. I think Kobe Bryant took it up a notch as far as the skill level. I think he was.
It's hard to when you have to break down and nitpick. You don't want to do that to a legend who's not here with us anymore. So it's hard for me to break down the differences because I don't want nobody to think I'm hating on Kobe. So I ain't gonna do that. But there's the difference between Michael Jordan and Kobe. Just know that.
Okay.
And everybody in the basketball world that really knows that there's a difference. There is a difference.
Skill set though. We're not talking about
man, skills. I understand.
You say it's a different. Is it that much of a difference, or is it
It's not a crazy difference. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but it is. It's a difference though. And part of the difference is because of their physical attributes and their gifts. Michael Jordan's body type is different than Kobe's body type. And Phil Jackson, kind of explained that a little bit. Michael Jordan's hands, his body was a little bigger, stronger. The athleticism was different, the way Kobe would jump and do things versus the way Mike, But Kobe is definitely one of the most complete skill players to ever play this game. So I ain't gonna never argue that.
Okay.
But I believe Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the best player ever and the most skilled player ever.
I think they both benefited from the era that they played in, though. I think that probably, has something to do with it too.
Well, I think they can play any era. Those two,
of course,
those two games, they both their skill sets and the way that they play will allow them to dominate any era that they play in because they can shoot. They both can shoot, and they both could finish. They both are clutch, and they both are mean as competitive as ever.
Both have footwork is impeccable.
That's what I'm saying. The footwork is crazy, and that's what they taking out of the game now. I don't get it.
Yeah,
when you can shoot a mid-range jumper, you are unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Because you have to respect this so they can go around you, but you have to give them, then you have to give them a little bit of space because they both got tight handles. So, that's going to give them room to shoot their threes, when they need to. I mean, you can't foul them because they're gonna make their free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. They can go left hand, right hand, what you want,
Yeah.
Head fake,
and they know how to get you in foul trouble, and they know how to finesse that.
For
So
sure.
Yeah.
For
Kobe
sure.
Kobe and Mike was crazy, but Kobe had so many counters, man. Like he would get stopped. He had a counter for a counter. It was just
He did.
insane.
But
Insane.
Mike had counters, but Mike didn't need a counter because you weren't gonna stop it. You wasn't stopping
true.
his at all.
Mike would tell you, I'm about to go right and then shoot this midi. All right. So
Yeah.
you do what you gotta do.
Or I'm gonna shoot the back shoulder fade, so I'm a back shoulder head fake, you jump and then shoot it. Back shoulder, I'm gonna shoot the back shoulder one again. I'm gonna still do the back shoulder. I'm gonna head fake, then step through. And then the next time I'm gonna head fake you and then jump into you and then go shoot the free throw. And then the next time I'm gonna fake the back shoulder and shoot the other shoulder. Like it's a whole breakdown just off of the one move that he didn't have to do a lot of extra stuff. He just worked off the fundamentals of it.
Yeah. Would you say that's because defense wasn't as tough? I feel like Kobe played in the toughest era in the NBA compared to Mike, though. So that's why
I'm not gonna say that because of defense. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say is that's just his greatness. Because Mike, I think Mike played in tough eras. Mike played in the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And you gotta think in the 80s, the 80s had some great. I mean, if I start naming players, that played. I mean, we can name some. Then in the 90s, some of your favorite players that are in the 2000s got drafted in the 90s. Kobe got drafted in the 90s. Shaq got drafted in the 90s. Reggie, you know what I'm saying? Like Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, Allen Iverson. These dudes got drafted in the 90s. So, MJ schooled a bunch of them. MJ schooled a bunch of them.
Yeah, the list of players that don't have a ring because of Michael Jordan is extensive.
I mean, yeah, or guys that will have more rings.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is what it is, though. I mean, hey, sometimes that's just how luck is. You play in an era with same thing with LeBron. But hey, it is what it is.
Kobe played in the great era though, because he got some of Jordan and some of those 90s legends, and then he got the ones in his era like the T-Mac, the Vince Carters, the Allen Iverson, and then he got the D-Wades, the Gilbert Arenases, the LeBrons, and then even KD was in the early part. So Kobe went through it. Yeah, he went through a nice era too. Hey, that is tough. That's the tough era.